Hi, my name is Nick, and today we're going to learn about
Bass frequency.
Hi, folks. For this episode, we're going to be exploring studying in an apartment atmosphere.
I can't take it anymore.
So, I'm here in my apartment trying to study, trying to create a quiet, enjoyable acoustic atmosphere, and my neighbors are next door having a rager. It's just insane. I can't get anything done. Music's blaring. You go outside, you can hear it down the hallway. Inside my apartment, not so bad, but guess what? All I can do is hear and feel the bass. Why? Why is that? It's really annoying, but I want to know. Let's figure it out. So first we'll take a look at what frequency actually is to understand why the bass frequency travels through the wall.
Frequency is the speed of a sound's oscillation. It's what we hear as pitch. A slower vibrating sound wave will sound lower in pitch, and a rapidly vibrating sound wave will sound higher in pitch. The unit we use to describe this vibration is hertz. That means the number of cycles per second. A 1000 hertz tone will complete one full cycle in 1/1000th of a second, also called 1 millisecond. When we look at an EQ like the one in ozone, we see that the frequencies are measured in hertz and kilohertz, meaning thousands of hertz. They're represented horizontally from left to right. Look at the numbers across the top. They show the frequencies along the spectrum.
Now we will take a look at what's called a bass test, and we're going to be able to visualize the scale from what we can hear at 20 hertz at the low end to the high end of 2000 hertz. We're going to try this out on my little JBL Bluetooth speaker, and it's going to start on the top end of the 2000 hertz. Let's go all the way down, and then we're going to see and try to hear when we cannot hear the bass in my speaker anymore. So here goes. Let's give us a shot. The longest bass drop ever heard. Still going, plenty to go. This is exciting. How low can it go? Uh-oh, my snare drums are rattling. In the bass zone and quickly moving into the sub bass zone. I can still hear the speaker. We're getting pretty low. You might not be able to hear it anymore, but it's basically bottoming out at about 44 hertz. So now that we've got an understanding a little bit about bass frequency and what frequency is, let's talk about the actual reason why I can hear the bass in my apartment from my neighbor, but I can't hear any of the other high-end sounds coming through his sound system. We're looking at the sub-bass category, which is about 20 hertz to 60 hertz. Then we have regular bass that's pretty audible to the human ear, 60 to 250 hertz. And then we'll move up the scale. The bass frequency on the low end is a very long spaced out wavelength, opposed to higher tones that are closer together in fast wavelengths. So low frequency signals travel further than high frequency signals. This has to do with how much of the signal is absorbed as it travels. And low frequency signals tend to have less of its energy absorbed as it travels through something. In this case, the wall. And this is why I notice bass more and the higher sounds less to not at all. Basically, bass is passing through without much of the energy being absorbed by the wall, because the frequency is so long and powerful, it resonates through the wall, which opposed to the high pitch frequencies are stopped and absorbed by the wall. Well, folks, mystery solved. We now know why low frequencies travel through walls and the high ones not so much. Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that's have a talk with these bass bandits.